Okay, now we will look at question number 5 from the assessment, and it reads, the dimensions of grain storage bins in the shape of a cylinder in a rectangular prism are shown below. Which measurement is closest to the difference between the volumes of the two bins? So I know that I'm dealing with a volume question, and it's asking us to find the difference between the two bins. And up here it tells us that the bins are in the shape of a cylinder and a rectangular prism. So looking at our star chart, we see for volume, for a prism and a cylinder, they both use the same formula, V equals big B times H. So in order to find the difference between the two, I need to find the volume of the cylinder and the rectangular prism. And once I have the volume of the two, then find the difference by subtracting. So I'll do the cylinder first, making note of the bases. And the height of the cylinder, which is 20 from base to base. And again, V equals big B times H. So V equals big B times H, where we need big B, the area of the base, and the height. And so for big B, we have to get the area of a circle because the base is a circle. So looking here, we would use area equals pi r squared. So pi times the radius squared would give us 314 and 16 hundredths. And the height again is 20. So I'm going to go ahead and type that into our Desmos calculator. And for anyone wondering where the 314 came from, again, that's the pi times the radius, which is 10 squared, which gives us 314 and 16 hundredths. And then the height is 20. So the volume of the cylinder is 6,283 and 19 hundredths. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down so that I can remember later. 6,283 and 19 hundredths. Okay, so now that I have the volume of the cylinder, I can go ahead and move on to the rectangular prism. And again, this is the same formula for a prism. V equals big B times H. Where again, I need big B and the height. So I'm going to make note of my bases. Again, it does not matter which side you use for the rectangular prism. You're going to end up with the same answer no matter what because all sides are rectangles. And because I chose the top and the bottom, the height from base to base is 20. I'm just going to go ahead and add that one in next to the height. And so for big B, the base is a rectangle. So I will use area of a rectangular formula, which is A equals base times height. So the base being 45 and the height of the base being 20. So 45 times 20 gives us a total of 900. And so if I plug that into the Desmos calculator, oh, I could have left that, 20. And then big B, again, just in case we don't understand where I got the 900 from, that's 45 times 20, which is 900. And it tells us that the volume of the rectangular prism is 18,000. So I'm going to go ahead and jot that down. Okay, so now that I have the volume of both the cylinder and the rectangular prism, I can go ahead and find the difference between the two by subtracting. And you want to take the greater amount, so 18,000. Oops, having some technical difficulties over here. And subtract the lesser amount, so 6,283 and 1900. And we can just use our Desmos calculator, 18,000 minus 6,283 and 19. And that gives us a difference of 1,000, or sorry, 11,716 and 81 hundredths. And so while that answer is not here, remember it says which measurement is closest. So C is the closest amount.